Hey, how you doing? My name is Greg Early. I'm the executive editor at KCI Communications. I also do a newsletter called Real Nanotech Investor. And today I wanted to talk about something that is fairly topical, and I think it's something that people should invest in, especially people that are looking into some of the new technologies and some of those new alternative energy types of investments. And you really see it playing out. I just noticed it today, listening to some of the political talking that's been going on with the debates and everything else in Ohio with Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. And the fact is beyond those two, even John McCain has acknowledged that there's global warming and this is an issue, and it's kind of hard for anybody to ignore the fact that oil is $100 a barrel. All right, and people are now expecting, when the inventories dry up in the spring and you get to summer driving, that we're going to have some real issues since we don't have the refineries to produce any more capacity. So you're looking at $4 or $5 a barrel, $4 or $5 a gallon oil. So regarding this, what Ohio has done, and I think you're going to start seeing more and more of this, is especially in the Rust Belt states where they're losing a lot of jobs because of NAFTA and all these old production jobs that are going to Latin America, or they're going to Asia, or they're going somewhere but not the United States. They've put about $1.5 billion into a fund that's going to make what they call green collar jobs, which are alternative energy jobs fundamentally. And in Ohio, since they sit on one of the Great Lakes, this is they're going to put their money into wind turbines. Now, I've heard one of the candidates call them windmills, which isn't what they are, because they're not turning to grind grains into flour, which is what a windmill does. Wind turbines turn, and then the turbine is just like a water turbine in a hydroelectric dam, and it spins faster to generate electricity than the power. So if it washes over to the gallon per hour, there's a turbine at the back that's spinning 5, 10, 100 times faster than that to generate more electricity from the energy that's being consumed. Anyway, there's a couple cool companies that might be worth looking into. One of them, American Superconductor, AMSC is the ticker symbol, has been around for a long time, and what it's done is it's used superconducting wires to move electricity, and it's clean electricity. And they've been trying to sell this technology for a long time. They've been fairly successful at it, but then they got into motors, using superconducting coils and other things. Their new thing now is these step up and step down generators, that what you do in, say, a wind farm environment where you have a bunch of wind turbines is that electricity comes into one place, or out of the fields, essentially, out of the wind fields, and then the voltage needs to be aggregated and then stepped up and placed on the grid, so that the grid doesn't suffer a shock of too much electricity or too little electricity headed at it at one time. So these things moderate the voltage that's coming onto the grid when they're stepped up. So these generators are becoming more and more important. And again, American Superconductor is very cool. The other company, since I'm running out of time here, is Altair Nano. Altair Nano makes a battery called the NanoSafe battery, which they're using for a lot of, right now, motive and stationary energy storage, which is another really important aspect. And this is a very cool technology, and this is a very small startup at this point. Doesn't have sort of the legs that American Superconductor has, but they are both very cool companies, and they're both worth looking into. And just look at your risk profile and just determine. American Superconductors, it's a fairly risky stock, but it's not as risky as the developmental stage technology that Altair Nano's in. All right, well, that's my little thing for today, and have a good week, and I'll talk to you later.